Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Esper, and today I'm starting a new series called Esperish Opinions. It's pretty straightforward. I'm gonna go and give my opinions on different subjects, and today I'm doing Total War Warhammer and as a pre-E3 opinions on the game. So, let's get started. Um, well, first of all, I really enjoy not enjoy. I'm really happy about uh, the creative assembly trying to, how should I say, try to explore new avenues. Which is, I believe, what it is. Cause, well, we need to say it. As far as I know, this is the first time Total War is gonna go in a fantasy setting. No, anyway. So, yeah, so I can see a lot of interesting uh, outcome that can get out of this. First of all, the innovation. I can see lots of innovation will be is actually necessary to make this game work as it should to make it. How should I say? To make it believable in the sense of replicating the epic scale of the Warhammer universe. Um, like right now, you see hippogriffs. Like how cool is that? I mean, there are no horses. Like they're badass. They're more badass than horse. They're so, and even then, like you can see that hippogriffs with wings. Like this is something else that is really I'm really eager to see at E3. I'm really eager to see the interaction of air units, because well, never attempted in Warhammer so far. I mean, we've got naval landings in Rome, too. We in Shogun 2, Fall of the Samurai, we had a naval bombardment, from off-map ships, which if the game was to be done today would be actual ships on and by the units. But um, so yeah, this is gonna be really interesting to see. Something else, want it or not, this is gonna be asymmetric warfare. Like, I'm not saying like insurgents versus a conventional army. No, I'm meaning humans versus orc versus undeads versus dwarf versus vampire. You get the feel. So like right now you're seeing those great swordsmen of the empire like going on a big troll. Like the interaction for that, I'm no coder, I'm no developer, but I must say it must not be the easiest thing to do. Like maybe on the modeling standpoint, but not coding, like programming, like making those interactions between the units, like again this giant, believable, make them like not feel when can break the immersion. Because in this kind of game, immersion, like it's one of the big thing. Like make it believable, make it as you feel like, yeah, like this is uh like, yeah, like that. It's epic, it's huge and scale. I mean, just seeing that giant, like, you have the feeling it's gonna wreck over like a whole company, a whole regiment, a whatever battalion of poor Alberdier. And with those orcs charging on the side, like it's not gonna be human on human like you saw in previous Total War. It's really gonna be asymmetric, I would say, to its finest. Like, so again, another thing, you're gonna have hero units. Like this is something. I mean, we had elite troops, we had heroes and Shogun. We had badass elite like like you're gonna have in those heroes. I mean, champion, not even champions, like legendary character. Like for say, you're gonna have a orc war boss, which is the big mean badass of the orc army. Like, take though in Rome 1 or Rome 2, like, or both, like the berserkers of the Germanic tribes. Like, like one group of berserkers cause wreak havoc into their a Roman cohort. Now imagine those just one and being on steroid. Like you can wreak a massive amount of havoc, damage, chaos just by his sheer presence in a battle. Like imagine that big like that, like the big orc war boss, which is the size of one of those troll. It just sure amount of muscle. Like I can see it wreck through units. Like it's butter, with a hot knife. Like there's lots of interesting stuff here. You're gonna have air on air battle, air units, plunging, diving into ground troops. Uh, Lots of things like now. This is something that will require, a different approach. Like, how do you make this happen in a way that do not like see like there are animations you could see like that would completely break it, like would make the game like, oh, what the like it's like you say, yeah, it's diving, but it's not looking uh, real per se. Like, it breaks the immersion. And again, immersion is something that is really strong. Like, you need to believe you're actually watching like the epic battle of the Warhammer universe. So this is, and from what I see, and you can see on those pictures, I think this is something they're really, really working hard on, really working to get it right. Um, and then again, something else positive that could get out of those of this will be, give me a second, will be taking those innovation and transferring those in a new Total War, like, because for those who don't know, the Creative Assemblies is working in parallel on an historical Total War. They're not just working on Warhammer. So, and this is the kind of scenario I'm seeing, the same that happened with Medieval 1 and Rome 1 back in 2003, 2004-ish, those years, about 10 years back. And what they did basically, Medieval 1 team was working on its game, and Rome 1 team was working on its game, and they were basically in competition trying to make the best game they could. So, and what the Rome 1 team come up with was a 3D engine, which was something else, completely new for the series back then. So, this is the kind of stuff, and the kind of stuff that could be really, I can see lots of positive. Why not as you much? There are haters that really say, "Oh, I'm not gonna buy the game anymore. Oh, you're dead to me, CA. Oh, what a load of no, don't." Those people, like it or not, they're probably gonna buy the game anyway. Believe me. So, like I say, I can see lots of positive going from this development. Lots of interesting features that will be able to get transferred into the other Total War, which basically the whole series gonna be benefit from. This is really what I hope to. Um, so yeah, like I say, lots of interesting things that could get from there. Now, I have I have a slight fear though. As anyone up to date with the series knows by now, the game has been heavy on DLCs lately. Wanted or not, since Empire, DLCs. Oh, you get that elite unit. I get you're not forced to buy it, but at first it was units. Now it got to new factions. Like in Empire, where's elite units? Most of it were elite units. Yeah, the small expansion I think for indigenous, I believe ish. I don't know. I don't get this one. I think it was a Warpath or something. Then you got the Shogun, where they had a mix. You had like, oh, oh, the Atori, or that other clan who's taking trades openly with Occidentals. Plus the units. Um, then you got to Rome, where it was Culture Pack, a new unit. So you had whole bunch of factions that were not in the game that you had to buy, and uh, now it was not that bad because you had some choice of factions. So in a sense, not buying them was not that much of a. Sorry, I got a phone call. I'm not gonna take it, and I'm sorry about it. So basically, what happened with Warhammer is the way the universe is set up. For say just the Empire, you have, I believe, 12 different faction, nation, not sure how you could describe that. You go for the orcs. You got various tribes, different tribes doing things differently. You go well, not for the vampire count, but you go for the dwarves. They're pretty unified. But for a faction like the Empire, even just the humans in general, there's so many different single faction that does things differently. This is my biggest fear here is this will be a huge DLC like I'm not sure how to describe it. Grab. I don't know what word to use here. So those are. This is my main fear. Um, the other smallish neutral fear, like, is for them to messed up the launch. This game's gonna be a trilogy, and I would hate it to be launched in a state that leaves a bad taste. This got lots of potential. This is my opinion as well. So anyway, I mean, we're gonna get lots more information. Well, I hope E3 next week. We're gonna wait for it. I mean, no choice. So yeah. Anyway, so to conclude, I'm really eager for the game. Really hoping they get their stuff right. Really hoping it's true to the universe. Really hoping they get lots of innovation that could be used in next titles and benefit the whole series and the whole. Uh, and I'm just afraid that DLC abuse, because this universe, I believe, is much more, how should I say, lots more potential for faction DLC. So anyway, we'll see. Wait and see. I'm not gonna cry out on the roof right now. I'm just wait and see. We'll see how it goes. So yeah. So if you want to know more about the overall Warhammer universe, I'm gonna link in the description. I suggest you go see Arch Warhammer. You got lots of really interesting videos about the lore of the whole universe, the units and stuff. So he explained lots of things I could not really answer here. So if you have questions about the universe, go see his channel. It's gonna be linked down. So yeah, so again, I hope you enjoy. Please like and subscribe. Leave a comments. Let me know what you think, what you believe, what I should, disagree with me. Go and be open about it. Disagree with me, agree with me. Go for it. I'm waiting to get nice discussion with you in the comment section. So yeah, again, I'm Esper, wishing you a good day or good night, and see you next time.